people who have purchased and taken an advertised penis enlargement pill. What actually happened? Guy I knew in HS in college became a urologist. Someone asked him about these pills and his response was, if there really was a pill that made your dick bigger, what would you be willing to pay for it? Would it be more than $20? And that ended the discussion. In college, a friend of mine bought some absurd pills from a gas station. He had a very obvious hard-on for about 6 hours before having to go to the emergency room. He was not pleased. Funny thread, but I'm looking for legit answers. And not even because I'm interested in using penis enlargement pills. If anyone is cruising these comments looking for a legit answer, I'm very sorry to tell you that penis enlargement pills are total bullshit. Other stuff like tying it to a doorknob and slamming it might work though, but I couldn't say for sure since I never tried it myself. Not a pill but a device. I sent away for a penis enlargement device and they sent me a magnifying glass. Not tagging the serious kinda doomed and saved the thread. Like you would've got 2 replies and died and knew if you didn't, but also you're never getting a real answer now. I got curious about them years ago, when I definitely should not have been. But I bought some from Walgreens and nothing happened. It's one of those things where it may have some effect, with prolonged use for a sustained period of time. This means that if you really wanted to find out, you'd have to drop a lot on those pills each month, and even then, nothing was guaranteed. It wasn't a pill, but a cream. It didn't work quite as advertised. My hand just kept getting bigger. Physiologically, the penis is incapable of enlarging beyond what that it is. You can use a pump and pull fluid into the tissue which will temporarily make it swollen, but it does not enlarge it on an ongoing basis. I haven't tried them, but this is a good article for reference. Obvious bullshit. If such a thing was real, it would be hugely popular, and it would be well known about. I was in a threesome where the wife's husband bought some Gold Rhino gas station pill so he could perform and he took it but it didn't work, so he just watched me bang his wife for a good while, but then he started crying and it was awkward, so I stopped and left. I don't think they work as advertised. Late comedian Robert Schimmel had a great somewhat related line. I saw an ad for a product called something like Mr. Big Cream, you rub it on your dick and it gets bigger. Yeah, great. Wouldn't your hand get bigger too? I took one and almost died when it got stuck in my throat. I blacked out, and woke up in the ER. Now it looks like my dad fucked a giraffe to make me. I have a 16-inch neck now. Dunno. Mine actually did get larger and I'm already like 40. But I think it was more to do with exercises improve cardiovascular things. My uncle's old house was filled with these brochures and we still receive them after he moved out. We recently just got to know him since then, never knowing him much as children. We now refer to him as June Clay Paul. We don't want to ask what the large bulge is. It's HUGE. I think it's mostly balls, but to be honest I wish I wouldn't wonder. The sound of Mario growing when he eats a mushroom played out loud and I became Cockzilla for like 3 hours. A story 12 years ago. The drugstore across the way from me got robbed last night. The cops said all that they stole was Viagra. The cops said that they are hardened criminals that stay up all night. I sent a sample of my DNA to this startup company. After 2 days, they sent me a box and to my surprise, contained a complete clone of myself but with a penis as large as an elephant's trunk. There must be a mistake in its programming because it only humps red-colored gates and it's trying to violently take over our neighborhood. Tintin on the delivery time though. No side effects, I'm now 12 solid thick inches. I can set you up with a program. It's worth every dollar, just need a $7,500 deposit. It is claimed that a chap paid for the penis enlargement system, and pronto received a large parcel containing instruction booklet for a magnifying glass and of course the magnifier glass. Instruction clearly stated to avoid looking through it in sunlight. Of course for a lot of people that is something of a history when they go to another woman. I started taking the pills and all of a sudden, there were hot singles in my area that were wanting hot sex with a guy like me and performance anxiety took over, so I flushed them all down the toilet. The pressure was too much. Everyone wants a big dick, but don't nobody wants the responsibility it comes with. Hats off to you. 5 Star Spangled Banner plays, salutes. I tried the gas station ones but nothing happened. Reading the stories I consider myself lucky now. Flushed face. I never believed in them. But my BF started taking these pills off Amazon called Male Elongator. Active ingredient is Tribulus terrestris, along with some other stuff including horny goat weed, and there has definitely been at least an inch of growth, improved performance. So if there was such a pill that actually made penises bigger, the inventor would be richer than Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined. Serious answer. You can order legit meds from online pharmacy like Hims or RxMD. They don't make you bigger all the time, but can definitely make you harder when it comes to business time. I wouldn't mess with the gas station ones. Funny thread. As a doctor specializing in hepatology, my experience is just learn how to eat a girl out. Seriously, you don't want to play games. Livers are wonderful, however protect them. Stay away from anything that isn't FDA regulated. I tried Viagra a few times, for recreational purposes only, and it helped me get hard. Didn't last any longer though. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I'm typing this from across the room with my penis post-enlargement pills. I'd never buy any medication by someone on the internet. Penis enlargement or cough syrup. You never know what you get. They always put a rhino in the advertising. Maybe a T-Rex. You look behind the gas station counter and see them all the time. An endangered or extinct species that through this image conjures up machismo and virility. I wish I found one with a panda on it. Any room I walk into and women are instantly pleasured. In fact, it works so well everyone's pleasured instantly. Hope you don't mind being bi. If there was a pill that actually did enlarge the penis, nobody would ever have to ask this stupid question. It would be the most well-documented and famous invention in history. Tried and it just had the opposite effect. Made me unable to get hard or hard to keep it. Never again. No pill for me, but mine has bended and I asked my doctor if those penis enlargers straighteners contraptions work. He said that scientific evidence is not solid, but some of their patients reported improvements. Ordered one from Germany. Excellent quality, I would say medical grade, and it works. Treatment is a pain but my pal is now straighter, fuller and longer. My best friend has been trying every penis enlargement treatment under the sun since the early 2000s. So I might be able to chime in here. From what he tells me, none of it works. Ever. The only thing he swears by is a pump. I grew a beard, became a stoic philosopher, and started growing weed in the mountains with my harem of twinks and tomboys. I feel like if they actually worked, you'd hear about them way more than from banner ads and anonymous Reddit posts. Like 80 of guys would get them for an extra and chat 18 if they were known to actually work safely. I got a good provider for those. If you need some good quality products, let me know. I will just need a $5,000 deposit first. I can't speak for an actual increase in size, but Viagra will help you make the most of what you've already got. Not necessarily bigger but surely harder than it's ever been. It doesn't work awful. At best worst they put in sildenafil Viagra which will make you hard for some time. X200B. If it did, you would tear out your skin and probably burst some vessels. I tried Insight back in 2014 when I was 24. Nothing like penile growth ever happened, but you could feel every vein from your toes to your eyebrows turn to steel while your heart pumps at twice its speed. I spent more time checking my carotid for my pulse rate than I ever spent having explicit relations. Erection was almost immediate, but at what cost? Buddy of mine way back in the 80s ordered one from the back of a magazine. They sent him a magnifying glass. Took one for shits and giggles once. All it did was make me feel tweaky and kinda paranoid. Thinking a knockoff amphetamine. Increased blood flow doesn't mean an infinite hard-on. You learn erections are still a mental thing after the first nut. Constantly hearing for Hims commercials. Generic and online probably fake doctor prescribed Viagra. I did it once. Took a pill and nothing happened. I also don't have so that's probably unsafe to do but I survived I think. I used to sell these stuff. Not enlargement but hardening pills, chocolates, pastes, honeycombs and lots of sildenafil. The only thing works is paste. Don't ask me how I know it. I don't sell something that I don't use. Oh no, Ross and Carrie tried enlargement pills, breast enhancement pills, and pills that were supposed to make you just more. None worked as advertised.